Hi, I'm Suzy,
And I'm Shea.
and this is the Suzy and Shea Show.
Hello. Welcome back to our show, to our regular subscribers, and we want to welcome any newcomers that are here today. We are women of different generations, and we like to get together for our show here, the Suzy and Shea Show, and we like to talk about kind of whatever we want to. We talk about entertainment, shows that we're watching. We'd like to talk about different products that we're using. We like to talk about what's going on in our personal lives. We've been talking about the holidays and how to prepare for them, but those are over, thankfully. And today we want to talk about how to create a Facebook page. Suzy has a lot of experience with a friend of hers who started this really great Facebook page here in our small town, and I will let her take it from here.
Okay, be sure to subscribe to our channel and tap the bell so you get notifications when we have a new show coming up. We try to record maybe once a week. Facebook page. We're living in a small town in Southern California called Ojai. And a few years ago, about 7 years ago, a friend of mine decided to start a page called The Other Ojai. A page about our town, populated with people who live here or used to live here or grew up here, talking about things that are happening in our community. And this is something that works extremely well in this small town, but I think that you could use this concept for larger areas. You know, I'm sure there are Facebook pages about high schools, talking about where people went to school and reminiscing. In this particular case, it started out with one person having an idea and carrying through with that idea. So the first thing is there needs to be an administrator or a group of administrators to make sure the page continues to be the way they want it to be. For example, on this particular page, on The Other Ojai, there's no talk of politics, there's no advertising, there's no rude language allowed, or bad language, or dissing people. It's a harmonious page.
What a concept.
Isn't that great?
Yeah, really.
So
That's kind of nice.
the first thing that you do after you create your page is invite people to join, and then begin stimulating conversation with a post like, when did you move to our town? Or how long have you lived here? Or what were your favorite activities growing up here?
Yeah, that would get conversation going, huh?
Oh,
Yeah.
and that brings hundreds of responses.
Yeah.
In the 7 years that this Facebook page has been up, we have now, it's grown to almost 5,000 people.
That's significant, and for people who aren't from here, that's significant because our town of Ojai, the city proper is 8,000 people. The valley is only 30,000. So what did you say, 5,000?
Right, almost 5,000.
That's a significant
yes.
amount of people, and they're very good at vetting people. You were saying too, right? They don't just
Yes.
let anybody join. You have to have
No.
some connection with Ojai.
Some connection.
Yeah.
Yes.
So that's pretty significant.
Yes, it's been very successful.
That's wonderful.
So you might wonder, well, what's on here?
Yeah.
What's this all about? A lot of people, and there are a lot of photographers, professional and non-professional, who take beautiful pictures of the valley. And those pictures often show up. We have a lot of beautiful photographs of Ojai on this page.
That's really nice. It's a nice service to the community and for people who used to live here who maybe can't get here anymore, for them to be able to feel a part of the community still. And that's a real service to the community that these administrators are doing.
Right.
It's quite a service, it sounds like. Yeah.
Beautiful. You're
I'm
beautiful.
a member. I am a member, but I don't engage very much. So I'm so glad we're talking about this because I plan on engaging a little bit
That's
more.
right.
Yeah.
That's right. News. There's news on this channel. News like if a restaurant that's been here for a long time closes, or if somebody plans to build something significant in town, that stimulates conversation. Then information about people, the deaths of people.
Mm-hmm.
People that we've known maybe all of our lives, or maybe not very well, but if somebody passes, it's amazing how many people have things to say, nice things to say. And it's really heartwarming for families to see
Yeah.
the responses. A lot of this information never gets into a newspaper.
That's true. That's a good point. We are very lucky here in Ojai to have a community newspaper. Most, well, I don't know about most, but a lot of small towns don't have community newspapers anymore. So we are very lucky that we do have one here in town, but these provide an immediate service. Our newspaper is only down to once a week here in town. But this provides that immediate service of maybe letting people know that somebody died right away, or somebody's sick and needs help, or something like that, it sounds like. So,
yes,
yeah.
and if somebody is ill, people can start food trains, meal trains, that sort of thing, and helping them out. So
creating this Facebook page is really vital, and it's quite a service to the community.
It really is.
Yeah.
Absolutely is.
It's very nice.
And I'll give you an example of something like that. We experienced a horrendous fire in December of 2017, and the fire surrounded the entire valley, and many homes were lost, both here and in adjoining communities. One of the administrators happened to be living out of town at that time, and she was able to gather information about the fire that wasn't available to us, who were right in the middle of everything. And she would post information about the evacuation centers and various other areas in nearby towns where people could go, ways to evacuate, where to evacuate horses and livestock, because that's a big part of the community. She would also post briefings by the fire department, because a lot of us didn't have electricity.
Yeah, the electricity was out, and the smoke around us was overwhelming, and it was very scary, and you didn't know where to evacuate to. You didn't know where the fire was coming from. You weren't sure which streets to take. So that information that you could get on your phone was about it, because you didn't know where to go. That was safe.
That's true.
And especially if you had livestock and stuff like that.
Oh yeah,
that was a big issue here. We are we are farm country here in our town, and that was a big issue.
That was a huge issue. And so, for example, there's a private school on the east end of town, and that fire hit in the early hours of the morning, and they had to evacuate like 130 horses.
Yeah.
So these kinds of events were made a little bit more accessible. Information was made more accessible by this website.
That's wonderful.
By this Facebook page. And every month there's a member of the month. Somebody is named the member of the month who's contributed in some way.
It's kind of
sometimes it's
fun.
Photographers, sometimes it's people that have posted interesting comments.
Cool.
And there's a member of the year. And so, in the third Sunday, usually around the third Sunday of October, this Facebook page, this group has begun a barbecue. And in the 5 years that the barbecue has been going, we have now over 200 people that attend every
that's
year.
Pretty impressive. That's super cool.
Yeah, it's great. It's fun, and
who doesn't like a barbecue?
I know, and a lot of people feel like it's a family reunion, a class reunion, a community reunion.
Sounds wonderful.
And it's really a lot of fun. And at that barbecue, the Member of the Year plaque is presented.
Wow. That's exciting.
Yeah, and each person gets a poster that's done.
This is gorgeous. This is a local artist, Colleen McDougall. You probably know much more about her than I do. But,
she went to school here, and she's an amazing artist. And she used to be a cartoonist for the newspaper also. Yeah. She's really just outstanding.
The Topa Mountains. And
this was the 2018
beautiful
poster. So everybody got a poster in addition to the Good Barbecue.
That's so wonderful.
And then one thing I want to mention about the fire, this group also provides community services. And during this fire, there was a firefighter who came from San Diego to our area to help fight the fire. His name was Corey Iverson. And sadly, he lost his life in this fire. And this group felt so strongly, the whole community was so thankful for the firefighters. But this group felt so strongly that this person needed to be memorialized here in this area, because this is where the fire was, that they did some fundraising and were able to purchase a plaque, and that plaque, there was a special ceremony when that plaque was placed in a prominent area in town. And his widow, Ashley, was able to attend, and she gave us a lot of information about her foundation, and she started a foundation for firefighters who are suffering from trauma. It's job-related trauma, PTSD.
That's
and
wonderful.
So we learned a lot more about that, and people have contributed to that.
Yeah, that is wonderful. What a woman. That's amazing that she could do that.
She was amazing.
You were telling me, and I'm proud to share, this is the calendar that the other Ojai puts out. It's part of a fundraiser, so they can do things like putting up the plaque for Corey Iverson. This is the 2020 version that they have. And I'm going to share with you a few little pictures. This is also Colleen McDougall who did this picture with the play off of Starry Night. It's just gorgeous. It has our little town arcade in there in the post office. A couple of pictures I wanted to share with you. First one is Ojai is known for one of the things we're known for are our oranges. And this is the Chief's Peak. And the oranges, I am a farmer also, but so I wanted to show the oranges. I'm a citrus farmer. I come from a citrus farming family and avocado farming family. Another photo, let me get this. I can do it. I know I can do it. This was the barbecue that we were mentioning. I have not attended. I kind of want to now.
You will.
But this is how many people that were there, and they honored the people who had passed away that were members of this group in the previous year. Thought that was really neat. And this is the memorial that we were talking about for Corey Iverson. This is the plaque that they put up in here. It looks like these are some of the firefighters. I recognize some of these guys. My dad is a retired firefighter, and I'm very appreciative to all that the firefighters did to save our community. And very appreciative to the other Ojai for giving us that information during that critical, scary time. And what very appreciative to the administrators of this group for giving information at a critical time, and what a service they're doing for our community.
That's right.
Yeah, it's wonderful.
So they've been selling this calendar. Actually, it's sold out now. It's the 2020
I was just
calendar.
gonna ask, okay, how do you get it? You
And
can't.
You can't now. But the money that's been raised from this calendar is being used to create a memorial in our park for Vietnam veterans.
Oh, that's so nice.
So,
That's so nice.
there were several men from this community who lost their lives in Vietnam. And so there is a plaque already for World War I, World War II veterans, and this is the next one. Well, way overdue.
Yeah.
So
That's wonderful.
it's that easy to create a Facebook page.
And what an impact.
And the impact has been tremendous.
I love that.
So we want you to know that your community might want to do something like this because the rewards are amazing.
Yeah. I'm so appreciative. I'm so glad to learn more about how this originated. Because I'm very appreciative to administrators and
right. So let us know.
Gift.
Send remarks to us. Let us know if you've done anything like that in your community, and we'd be very interested in visiting your pages and see what it looks like.
Yes.
Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
Okay. See you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.